Yo.
What's good, baby? It's the OG Fantasy Football Show. It's July 31st. We're talking NFC East divisional breakdown. Let's go.
I meditate, then I celebrate. Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah. Wait, grew up in the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake. We was eating top ramen, no a TV dinner plate. I'm so epidemic, I'm a cause an epidemic. Put my feet up in the building, feeling like a tenant. When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brown.
All right, welcome into the show. I'm your host, Steve O. With me, as always, Willie. What's going on, Willie?
You already know.
Sir, welcome in. It's been a long week.
Two of my favorite divisions
Like, it's
this
a short week. Yeah, so we're talking NFC East. We got NFC East for y'all. Make sure to stick around to the end so you can find out who our division standings turn out. But I think it's kind of clear. Maybe the middle's a little confusing, but I mean, top and bottom's easy for me as far as standings go.
Yeah, the top.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Top gets a little shaky.
Real quick, appreciate all the love from y'all. Again, this week, y'all went insane with the subscriptions. Comments are going up. Watch time's going up, man. We love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Show your boys some love. Appreciates. It's free. Helps us out. Help us help you. Yeah, let's get jumping right into it. Into it, man. We're going to jump right into it.
Man, starting with start off with America's team,
the Dallas Cowboys.
You already know. Last year, they were 7-10 last year. Offensive ranks, points per game, 20.6. That was 21st in the NFL. Yards per game, 327.5. That was 17th. Rushing yards per game, 100.3. That was 27th in the league.
Yeah.
Passing yards per game, 227.2. That was 10th in the league. And the defensive ranks were just horrid.
And I don't think the rushing is going to get much better this year either.
It's not, but we don't like Dallas for their rushing upside. We love Dallas for their...
Normally we love Dallas's rushing upside because they're
normally I
team.
didn't. No.
Dallas
ain't had no solid running back since Zeke.
Yeah, but I mean, Zeke was a couple years ago.
We talking about rookie Zeke.
Yeah, I do like the upside, but it's just right now for what it's worth. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And especially going
I
off
don't know how I feel about
7-10. I think it might be worse this year. I mean, it shouldn't. It should be better with Dak back and everyone healthy. It's the defensive side that scares me again this year.
It's can the defense hold up this year because, once again, they didn't do enough on the defensive end in free agency for me. Their problem has been they're light at linebacker.
Yeah.
I mean, so teams take advantage of them running the ball, which we all know that's their Achilles heels. I mean, when you give up over 120 yards rushing per game, which is actually me estimating.
And
it's actually 137.1 per game.
Yeah, and then coming off the last 2 years where that defense was so dominant and just put up points for you for a fantasy standpoint, they were giving you, 15 to 20 points a game.
Yeah, they turned the ball over well.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, the turnover differential was really good. And then they let what's-his-name go in free agency on the defensive side. I can't remember his name. Their cornerback who had like 6 interceptions. But C.J. Gardner-Johnson. C.J.'s gone.
Yeah.
Wait, never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong team.
You're thinking of Philly.
Yeah. My bad. Jumping the gun here.
Yeah. Dallas more of a Trayvon Diggs type of thing.
Yeah,
but
I think that's...
Trayvon was never like really... How do I say this? A lot of people wanted Trayvon to be a shutdown corner, but I don't believe Trayvon was ever a shutdown corner.
I don't think he ever was. I think
he just has great ball skills.
Exactly. No pun intended there.
But he gives up probably the most yards as a cornerback to receivers.
He's a boomer bust cornerback.
Yeah.
He's gonna get you the pick or the pick six.
Yeah, he'll have probably 2 interceptions and a touchdown, but that receiver on the other hand gonna have 150.
He's the Madden cornerback.
Yeah.
You're either going to get the pick 6 or you're letting that go for 7 on the other side.
I mean, and then now you got Brian Schottenheimer running things, and I mean, how is that going to go?
I'm not sure because I'm not super high on Shotty, but I mean, I know he's a well-known and like well-respected coach.
Yeah.
Dak really likes him, which is a good sign.
I think Dak really like the fact that things ain't changing.
Yeah, I think so too. I know, like, with the running back depth they have, they're going to go run heavy or pass heavier this year.
Of course,
they have to.
They actually have the people to do it this year.
Yeah. And I originally, I'm out on Pickens is for his ADP.
I think you're a hater.
And I had him ranked 32. And this was before, like, right when the Dallas news broke, I had him ranked at 32. I posted an article on it on the website. But I think given that they did nothing to help with the running back situation, I'm going to have to bump him up in my rankings to at least that middle, like, 20 group. Because he's going to get opportunity and he's going to get volume. Just because they have nobody else. It's either going to be all Ferguson and...
I think it's kind of weird how you sit on George Pickens, but...
Why?
Because you like DK Metcalf.
I do like DK Metcalf.
But George Pickens... It's better than DK Metcalf.
At certain things. I like PPR value.
I mean, he's...
And at least DK can say he's
George,
the number
George
one.
Pickens been in a worse situation than DK Metcalf. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree, yeah. Definitely.
But the yardage is the same as DK Metcalf. Just the touchdowns ain't the same.
Pickens also didn't have Tyler Lockett and Jackson Smith and Jigba to split targets with.
Exactly, but he also had Mason Rudolph throwing him the ball, and Kenny Pickett
Kenny interception. Yeah, I agree. I mean, but Geno wasn't like a stalwart. I forgot he had.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot
Geno
he had
worse.
Yeah, and he
Geno
had Russell. He had Russell for the majority of his career. So, yeah, Pickens was obviously in a worse situation.
So I feel like Pickens is the better receiver.
We'll see. I mean, I think DK is still the better athlete, better talent. But I mean, the opportunity that George Pickens has it's undeniable at this point. Like that's why I'm bumping him up in my rankings.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely undeniable. That's why I always felt like this from the beginning. I felt like if you, regardless of his ADP, I mean, what's his ADP this year?
I'll look it up here. You can keep talking about.
Yeah,
real quick.
Regardless of his ADP, I mean, you get you top. I will put him in the top 25 if he gets it all together.
I think 25, 26 was going to be my new ranking for him.
Yeah, I feel like you could throw him in the top 25. I mean, last year, 59 receptions, 900 yards, 3 touchdowns with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson throwing him the football. I mean, target depth, 13.6. That was 15th in the league. Deep targets was 29. That was 4th in the league. Red zone targets, 16. That was 15th in the league.
Yeah.
Explosive play rate was 127.8. That was 3rd amongst wide receivers. And yards per route was 15.3. That was 14th amongst wide receivers. And when you pair it with one of the best deep ball throwers in the league in Dak Prescott.
Agreed.
It's a match made in heaven.
It is. I think that's the only critique I have is it's boom or bust. He's either going to put up points for you.
I feel like it's more likely he'll boom because
he has to boom every week, and that means Dallas has to be good.
Dak Prescott loves the deep ball. I mean, in 2023 when he was healthy, deep ball attempts was 67. He was eighth in the NFL. I mean,
and it's not going to slow down with
his
CeeDee
deep ball
on the
completion percentage that year was 49.3%, which was 4th. I mean, he loves. That's what he loves.
We just talked about. We think the defense is still going to be bad. They did nothing to improve the run game, so this is probably going to be a team that's playing from behind majority of the season. Again.
I understand what you said about the DK Metcalf having Tyler Lockett and Jackson Smith and Jigma, but in a way that works against George Pickens because George Pickens had to deal with double teams all day. When you played the Steelers, you knew you had to shut down one player, and that was George Pickens. And that offense just didn't move.
No, it didn't. But I mean, that's been an offense that's majorly run heavy, anyways. So
it is,
but he should see more opportunity and more involvement in Dallas. So I'm agreeing with you. I'm higher on Pickens now, like a little bit higher. Not like I'm not going over 20, but
I'm not saying
his ADP right now
is
a
top 15 guy.
I'm
just saying
he'll have his weeks where he'll be a top 15 guy. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean he had weeks already at the Steelers where he was the top 15 guy.
Consensus, he's going lower on ESPN. He's going on the 703 on ESPN, and then like Sleeper and other platforms, he's going around earlier at 602.
I feel like that's a steal.
On ESPN at 7's a steal for a top 30 wide receiver.
Anywhere, I feel like that's a steal.
And then to reiterate what we were just saying, like their defense is bad. They're going to be playing from behind all season long. They have no run game, so they're going to have to pass to get out of the hole. And so it's going to be fantasy opportunities for Dak.
The crazy part about Dallas is they have the weapons where if they have to outscore people, they can.
Yeah, kind of like the Joe Burrow situation in Cincinnati, where like if you don't have a running game, Joe's gonna throw it 50 times a game.
Exactly, and it don't matter
Dak can
because
do that
they have
too.
the weapons to win that game, and that's how they have to do it. I mean, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. We don't even have to talk about CeeDee.
No, because he's
top 3 wide receiver. I mean, what do you want? What do you want from him?
I still have him below Jamar.
I have him below Jamar and Justin Jefferson.
Justin,
because of the hamstring right now.
To be made.
Justin Jefferson with the hamstring right now.
With
I
the
wouldn't take
hamstring
him.
and with the quarterback
put
he's
him
not
behind
familiar
him.
with.
It don't matter. He wasn't familiar with Sam Darnold last year.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean he's a different quarterback every year.
It didn't matter.
Point
He
taken.
was formidable with Josh Dow. Josh Dobbs was
Yeah.
in there. It don't matter.
He just didn't get touchdowns.
I feel like out of these 3 receivers, the only one of these players that really showed they could be effective without the quarterback was Justin Jefferson. Regardless of he's the DeAndre Hopkins of the group.
Yeah. Anything else to cover in Dallas? I mean, there's like the running back
of course
depth
you got Jake Ferguson at tight end, which is definitely the steal of
tight
the
ends.
century right now. It's tight end.
Well, we did our tight end breakdown. We said all these like athletic big white dudes are all grouped together in those double-digit rounds, like 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Like Ferguson, Hawkinson, all the like Njoku's, all the other guys that aren't, Kittle, Pitts, McBride, or not Pitts, but Kittle, McBride, Bowers. They're all getting dropped to double digits.
Yeah, and I feel like
Ferguson, we
he's
just
one of
said
them
there's
guys that
nobody
could be a
else
top 5
besides
guy.
Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. They love Ferguson in the red zone.
that's a top 5 guy. That's a top 5 tight end.
He is a top 5 tight end
with
when
Dak
he's
Prescott.
healthy and when Dak's healthy, yeah. And I can't remember the exact red zone opportunities, but they were high.
Yeah, in 2023 he finished tight end. That was Dak last full
as an off the waiver
season.
tight end because no one was drafting him then. It was like a week 3.
He had 71
waiver
receptions, 761 yards, and 5 touchdowns that year. And he was first in red zone targets with 25.
Yeah, first in red zone targets.
Yeah,
I said that's Dak's red zone target.
yeah. Dak loves him some Jake Ferguson. So
20 yards out, it's CeeDee. Inside the 20, it's all Ferguson.
yeah.
But another thing we didn't really touch on Dak, but he's going in double-digit rounds as well. I think Dak might be my favorite stat quarterback target this year because he's going to.
I don't know where everybody else had in the ring, but I got Dak in my top 10 of quarterbacks. So
I know he was on the fringe for me. I think he was at 11 or 10, 11, 12. He's in that range.
yeah, I had Dak in my top 10 for me. I think I had Dak pretty high.
But going in with the training camp and he's all healthy, I might have to reevaluate that and take a look.
But Dak healthy, he ain't finished lower than quarterback 7.
No.
So
For a full season.
Yeah, so
But the injury history is starting to add up.
It
It
is.
seems to be an issue.
But the fact Dallas ain't doing nothing for him with a rushing game is just like, hey,
yeah, and they have nothing to really target.
the opportunity is going to
backup or
be there for
anything.
you to make a difference either way.
It is, yep. So I'm perfectly okay if you want to wait on quarterback, waiting for Dak Prescott with the upside and like not as crazy mobility upside as he had in the past, but there's definitely mobile
it's
upside.
a little
there.
bit. He'll get you like 1 or 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, so it's sneaky upside, but it's there.
Yeah, he'll run when he got to.
Yeah. Anything else to cover in Big D?
No, man.
No?
We got the Vegas win total on Dallas was 7.5, and I got them at 8 and 9 this year.
I want to. It has to be higher because the defense was so bad last year, and they're just getting healthier, and they acquired players to improve the offense.
But they didn't do nothing on defense.
Yeah, that's like. I'm something like 7 is high for me. I think 7 was high last year.
And in this division, I mean, not being able to stop the run is kind of like it's pretty bad.
And now they have to play Philly twice a year. I don't think they beat Philly either time.
Yeah, and they got to play Washington.
They got to play
twice a
Washington now twice a year.
year. I got them splitting with Washington, and I got them 8 and 9.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
They got. I think they got a tough non-conference schedule though.
They do. It's not.
Yeah,
easy.
They got the Chargers, they got Minnesota, they got Detroit, they got Kansas City, Vegas, Denver, Green Bay. They got some tough ones in here that I just couldn't see them winning.
Yeah. So I was right there. I think 8's optimistic. I'm probably still on that like 7 win total. I don't think they're gonna get over the hump unless that defense can pick it up. If the defense picks it up, it's probably a 9-win team.
Yeah, I think I think the 8's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Maybe the game against Chicago. I got them as a win, but I mean they could split. They could lose that one.
All right, man. Let's move on to Philly.
Philly.
Talking about the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Who, you know me, I'm not a Sirianni fan. Like, not that I have anything against him. You know, he just looks like man walks around with a tall boy Bush Light in his car, the beverage holder. Man, this is a Philadelphia team that's pretty much changed nothing. This is the team that has the most returning starting offensive players. They're returning 10 and 11 starters. They got Saquon back,
but
2,000 rushing yards.
But
we like butts.
Defensively,
they lost.
They lost a lot.
We already jumped the gun and talked about C.J. Gardner-Johnson leaving. He's over in Houston now.
Key departures.
Yeah,
Makai
6 turnovers.
Josh Sweat, Milton Williams,
one.
C.J. Johnson,
Yep.
Darius Slay, Brandon Graham.
For fantasy reasons,
Burks.
I'm okay with them losing defensive pieces. It just means they'll have to put up more points on offense.
Exactly, but also, you got to talk about the elephant in the room. Does that mean Jalen Hurts throws the ball more?
No. That means Saquon. He's going to have to throw it more, but I mean, it's...
You don't believe Saquon gets that same workload?
He's going to get the same workload.
So why is
he's not going to be able to sustain the workload. He's going to get hurt. I'm telling you right now. There's the analytics on touches of running backs with 350 plus touches. The stats the next year are not good.
That's wild. 2
of the 10 running backs who had 350 touches. There's only 2 who had.
Who the 2?
I don't remember the stat. But it was like over the last 4 years, 10 of the running backs who had more than 350 touches, only 2 of them returned to value for you in fantasy. The others didn't finish or finished way outside what they projected. So, I mean, it's a valid concern. It was been a concern even before the last 4 years. I knew it was an issue. But that's why I'm down.
I mean, AP had to be one of them, and he popped his ACL the next year.
Yeah.
Saquon already dealt with stuff like that, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the use.
See, here's my thing, though. His usage has been this since he's been in the NFL. And earlier in his career, he was hurt.
Yeah.
So why this can't be the stretch of his career where he's actually healthy? And he's actually taking less punishment?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Less rushing for 2,000 yards?
Yeah, you don't think he's taking less punishment? This is the best O-line in the NFL.
It is. You're not wrong. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. And, like, that's just why I'm out. If he was in the second round of drafts this year, I'd be okay taking him. But you're having to take a top 5 pick on a guy who might not be there for the back half of the year.
I think he's going to be there.
Then take him in the top half of the draft.
I mean, you got to.
You have to. If you want him, yeah.
If you want to, you got to.
But I'm still like...
But that's been Saquon his whole career. If you wanted to take Saquon, you always had to take him in that first round.
Maybe except for like the 3, 4, like his 3rd and 4th year in New York where he dipped a little bit to the back of the first.
Yeah, well, he dipped to the back of the first for a little bit.
But yeah, he's been a first-round running back his entire career.
That's just Saquon.
I'm still Bijan and Gibbs over Saquon, and I'll still probably take a shot on Saquon if he's in the back of drafts.
I'm Bijan and Saquon. Then Gibbs. The only thing I don't like about Gibbs is how much of the work is David Montgomery gonna get.
Yeah, his involvement, he's good. It's just I just like watching Gibbs.
It's
more.
great, but it's just he splits with David Montgomery, so
very true.
It's kind of like.
But getting into the Jalen Hurts quarterback stuff, man, it works for fantasy.
Let me ask you a question.
It's fun to watch.
Let me ask you a question.
What's the question?
Is he a top 10 quarterback
in the NFL?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
He's an efficient, productive quarterback. He's going to get the job done, but a top 10 quarterback in the terms of talent and athleticism, I don't believe so.
Yeah, he's always going to be a top 10 fantasy quarterback.
And you can make the Super Bowl comparison, but hell, Joe Flacco was a Super Bowl quarterback, and he's not a top 10 quarterback.
Exactly.
So, no, Jalen Hurts is not a top 10 quarterback.
I don't like the fact how everybody came at Cam when he said that. Because I feel like everybody had that feeling in their heart, though.
He said it, and I was like, me and Cam got the same mind for football,
man.
That
too. I was like, me and Cam probably think the same. Yeah. I don't think Jalen Hurts top 10.
No. I mean, and you can see it when he passes the ball. It's not pretty. It doesn't look good. I don't like the decision making.
It's just a lot of deep balls to AJ.
Yeah, it's like dink and dunk is what it like reminds me of, and then like a prayer downfield.
Yeah,
to get you out of a jam.
With it.
Yep. But
that's what AJ do.
But Sirianni is
Brown, because I feel like AJ Brown is like
he's on the wrong
officially like the most underrated receiver,
most underutilized.
Yeah,
because that guy he
deserves more.
I think he's on the Nico level of talent. He's on the wrong team.
He is. Like if he was somewhere else, like he's not what he was in Tennessee.
AJ Brown analytics, you're like, why is this guy not a top 3 receiver? And it's because he doesn't get the opportunity.
Exactly. The quarterback.
Philadelphia doesn't pass the ball. I love AJ Brown. I'm out on him in drafts this year, and it's not because of last year.
It's just because of his quarterback.
It's because of the opportunity.
You only got 361 attempts out of Jalen Hurts with 2,903 yards.
Exactly.
18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Super Bowl winning team. And if you think a Super Bowl winning team who's returning 10, 11 starters on offense is going to switch up the recipe, you're crazy. They're going to keep grounding the ball, which is why I was so high on Will Shipley when we did our running back breakdown, because he's the running back who's going to get the PPR value if something happens to Saquon.
Yeah.
But besides AJ Brown, like there's not a lot of running or wide receiver depth besides Devonta Smith.
Yeah. I didn't have AJ Brown in my wide receiver tiers when we did tiers, but the analytics
did either.
The analytics were great. It's just
the receptions not big enough.
Receptions. He only had 67. That was 30th. Red zone targets. He had 10. That was 44th.
Yeah.
Yards after the catch. It was 353. That was 25th.
Yep.
Deep targets. He only had 16. That was 39th.
And then you gotta hope that they don't go up by 30 points in the half and then bench them in the second half.
Exactly, and it's just because Saquon's so boom.
Yep, dominant. And like,
there it goes.
But it's a good team, and there's pieces to be had. It's just you got to know where to find the value. I think Jalen Hurts is probably going in the 4th round right now of drafts. I can look it up here in a second.
Which he should be. He should be. He's in that frame of.
He's not an exciting fantasy
in that frame
quarterback.
Of,
he's consistent. And if you want upside with
consistency.
He
has the ceiling of a Josh Allen and a Lamar Jackson, but he just doesn't have the passing upside. He doesn't have that passing ability.
He doesn't. And that's like if you want to take him in the 4th, get yourself 16, 18 points a game with the upside that he has. It's worth it. I mean, he almost won me a championship. I was a Michael Pittman reception away from going back-to-back in champions. So there's that. But schedule outlook, man. I mean, it's
21 fantasy points per game.
Yeah, but that's because of the rushing upside.
Yeah, I mean, it's always gonna be there.
You're almost
as long as the tush push is there,
you're almost guaranteed 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
So
you're
gonna
get that 21,
12 points just from rushing touchdowns.
Exactly. I mean, he's gonna be fine.
250 passing, so there's 8 points from passing, and you're at 20 right there.
Yeah. I mean, Dallas Goedert is a great option at tight end.
He is, and
but his problem is he can't stay healthy.
That part.
That's the
so you go from one of the most consistent quarterbacks to one of the least consistent targets.
That's the buyers beware on Dallas.
Yeah,
is he will get hurt.
But given the tight end market this year, like he's worth a shot.
Oh, he's definitely worth a shot. I mean, fantasy points per route 0.53. That was 5th amongst tight ends.
Yeah. When he's on the field in the offense, he's effective because what does Jalen Hurts do? He throws 5 to 10 yard targets.
Rating 19.7%. That was 10th amongst tight ends.
Yep.
So I mean, Dallas Goedert is a guy like, hey, he's gonna get his, but hey,
yeah,
he's not gonna be there for half the year.
Excuse me. But yeah, this is they finished 14-3 last year.
I know I haven't finished in that high this year. I got him at 12. 12-5.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
The Vegas win total was at 11.5 though, so I would take the over on the Eagles.
I mean, I know there was a lot of defensive turnover, but that's a defense that's always good, and they've been drafting good.
Yeah, they drafted young last year in the secondary.
They've been drafting young, and they've been drafting defense.
And then they picked up Adoree Jackson, so that means that do help a little bit.
And then you got Cooper DeJean coming back.
Yeah.
who I really liked.
I feel like though it's gonna be some growing pains in that secondary early because they're not gonna get the push they once got from that D line.
Yeah,
losing Josh Sweat and Milton Williams hurts.
Yeah, losing Sweat was a big one. I really like Sweat a lot. But yeah, 12 wins is where I have them at this year. Moving on, I don't think there's anything else to cover in Philly unless you got anything.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean it's Saquon and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's really what you got. I mean,
And
I would be safe on Dallas Goedert if you think about drafting him high, man.
I like Devonta Smith, depending on where you can get him in drafts.
Yeah,
I'd rather have Devonta Smith and AJ Brown because at the end of the season they're gonna have similar stats. Devonta will be slightly lower, but it won't cost you a second-round pick to get Devonta Smith.
It won't.
So, and you can throw him into your flex and be okay with the stats you're going to get. That being said, let's go ahead and move on.
So one of my favorite football teams this year, the New York Giants.
New York! Yes, sir. New York, who is quietly becoming a team.
Yeah.
Like,
nobody want to talk about it, but, man, New York did the thing, man. Key additions, man. Javon Hollins at safety. Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo at running back.
Can we not talk about it?
They already
I'm still salty.
I mean,
Cleveland
Abdul
didn't
Carter, Brian Burns, Kevon Thibodeau, and Dexter Lawrence all on the field at the same time.
I had a Kevon Thibodeau card. I almost threw it on the desk today. And I was like, no, we'll keep it offense.
I mean, they slowly building a team, a defensive juggernaut over there in New York. I mean, this is arguably one of the best D-lines to not take the field this year.
Yeah, at least on paper.
Yeah.
And given like what the industry leaders are saying at the moment. But I mean, even just like from a football perspective, like what we see on the field, we liked a lot and who they picked up. So it's
offensively, it ain't that bad either. I mean, you got Russell Wilson at quarterback
who can manage a team,
who I would believe start, but I believe at some point Jackson Dart gonna take over this year.
I think so too.
Towards the back half of the year.
It depends on what the record looks like. If the defense is keeping them in,
the record is awful in the beginning.
Yeah, it's a tough division, man. That's why.
I mean,
but yeah, Russell Wilson he'll keep you in games. He's not going to lose you games. That's what he's going to do.
He's not. I mean, 15.7 fantasy points per game last year from Russell Wilson. I mean,
I started him a couple times as a bye week plug-in.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, Russell Wilson's not that bad. I mean, and then now you throw in the fact he's with Malik Neighbors. I mean, arguably wide receiver 1 this year.
Yeah, he got hoarded out in the league last year, man. He was on like 4 different teams.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, my team, your team.
Oh, yeah.
He was like picked up, dropped, picked up.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. He was a great plug-in.
He was. Because he's solid and you know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
15 to 16 points.
He's a solid plug-in. I mean, he wasn't that bad. Production premium was plus 12.4. That was third amongst quarterbacks. Money throws, 13. That was 11th. Accuracy rating, 5.8. That was 4th amongst quarterbacks.
And he's usually clutch when it matters, too. Like,
and then you already
fourth
know what
quarter,
he do.
Russ is usually pretty money.
You already know what he do best. Deep ball completion percentage, 46.7. That was second amongst quarterbacks. So, I mean, now he with Malik Neighbors, wide receiver 1. Uno.
Speaking, we didn't even talk about the shoulder injury.
I ain't get him there.
This is really sad, and it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
He'll be fine.
As long as it's not an AC joint sprain.
The training camp injuries, he'll be fine.
Yeah. I think he will,
too. He get
nicked
up. He'll be all right.
I think it was precautionary. Like he left immediately.
Everything now I take is precautionary unless they tear ACL or they...
Especially a first-round
pop on
talent.
Achilles. If it's something with the knee
or Achilles, out on.
Yeah, but
definitely
stuff like shoulder.
As long as it's not an AC joint sprain, okay. We'll keep an eye on it.
He a wide receiver too. It ain't like he got to take contact.
Who's a wide receiver too?
I say he a wide receiver too.
Oh,
so it ain't like he got to take a lot of contact.
Not a wide receiver too. I got.
Ain't like he got to take contact.
No, Malik Neighbors is one of my favorite targets in drafts this year.
Why not? 18.2 fantasy points per game in his rookie year.
Year, yeah.
109 receptions, 1,204 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Yep.
Young man fly. Targets 170 targets, second amongst wide receivers. Target rate 31.2%. Second amongst wide receivers.
The target rate was bananas.
Crazy.
Like over 30% is like unheard of, and especially for a rookie.
Yep. Deep targets 28. That was 5th amongst wide receivers. Receptions 109. That was 3rd. I mean, expected fantasy points per game was 23.8. That was first amongst wide receivers. And guess what? The dominator rated with 46.6%, first amongst wide receivers. So, hey.
Yeah. Like I
said.
said.
Get paid, young man. Get paid.
And what do we know about your two wide receivers is that's usually when their breakouts happen for fantasy.
Yeah. And I mean,
like rookies come along the second half of the season.
He could be this is path of
wide receiver one. Could be a wide receiver 1 year. And God forbid we let Jameis Winston in at quarterback and he starts chucking 40-yard passes 30 times a game.
Yeah, if I had to pick somebody with the most potential to be wide receiver 1, it'd definitely be Malik Neighbors.
And then you can add on top of that, he's going in the back end of the first round in drafts this year, so you can take him with your first round and not lose out on getting a upper end running back on the turn as well.
Exactly.
So I like Malik Neighbors a lot. Like I said, he's one of my favorite targets in drafts this year. He's young, he's explosive. You know he's the number one because who else do they have on that depth chart?
I like a little bit of that depth chart. I mean, they got Jalen Hyatt. I mean, he added 30 pounds of muscle this offseason. He a 4'3" guy too from Tennessee. Yeah. He's a burner.
Jalen Hyatt is always like
he pretty good.
A best ball guy.
Wandale Robinson. He pretty solid.
He's been on the roster for 3-4 years now.
Yeah, he pretty solid. I mean,
but yeah, I think
you got you some little young guys that.
But Darius Slayton has been the name that keep bringing up as like the number 2 guy to keep an eye out for.
I mean,
but Jalen Hyatt, Wandale Robinson, and like I think that was about it. Zach Pascal was the only other name I recognized on the roster. But I mean, it's Malik Neighbors, and then that's about it for me.
Yeah, as far as the tight end room is awful. So I mean, hey.
Don't even think about it. I didn't even put tight ends on my list this week.
I mean, yeah, I didn't really.
Yeah,
at all. Really, with the Giants, we're gonna get into the schedule. I mean, their schedule was pretty tough in the front half.
That was just.
You got Washington, Dallas, Kansas City, all in the first 3 weeks.
Which would kind of explain why you need to beef up your defenses when you play this division.
Yeah, I mean. So I got them starting off. I mean, and the Chargers in week 4. So, I mean, that's 0-4 right there.
Yeah.
So, when you said depending on what the record is, and the record ain't going to look that good. Because after that, I got them they play New Orleans.
That should be a W.
Then it's Philly, Denver, Philly.
Yeah.
Then San Francisco, Chicago, Green Bay, Detroit, New England. Then they got a bye week. That's when Jackson Dart comes in.
Yeah, that first 4
and
weeks is...
Then you end with Washington, Minnesota, Vegas, Dallas.
Yeah, Washington's a loss. Minnesota's probably a loss.
I snuck 4-13 in there. But
you gave them... See, I didn't...
I gave them steals against Vegas and New England. Still against San Francisco.
It is a rough schedule. I mean, 4 wins is being optimistic.
New Orleans.
Given the quarterback situation, I don't think they have the talent.
I feel like that. I mean, they got talent on defense.
I mean unless
the defense is still some wins. I mean, the defense will hold them. That's why I say I got them at like 4-13.
And given that Jameis will keep you in games and he's not going to turn the ball over a ton, like they should be able to stay in games and be a lot like what Philly was last year, where they're in a lot of 1-score games.
Yeah, they should.
Philly just happened to win 8 of those 1-score games.
Yeah,
so
I mean, they should be fine. I mean, I don't feel like this reflects.
I don't think their record is going to indicate how good of a team they are.
It's not because
I think this is a team that's very close to being.
It's just a tough schedule.
Exactly. Very close to being a playoff team.
Sometimes you just get those just tough schedules, man.
Yeah. Did you get into the running back room like in depth at all?
I went into Tyrone Tracy. Scatterboo, I'm not really a huge fan of.
I wasn't either. Like when we did our rookie report, I did Cam Scatterbo, and like I know the buzz on him was high, and everyone loves the draft value, but I did not like the tape. Like I know the analytics say otherwise, but I did not like what I saw on film.
Yeah, I ain't really a huge fan of Scatterboo, but I feel like he got potential where he might do a little something.
Well, that and the room is so convoluted. It's Tyrone Tracy, it's Scatterbo, it's Devin Singletary. Like you don't know who's gonna get it.
Tyrone Tracy is running back one.
Is he? He's the 1-1?
Yeah. 192 carries last year, 839 yards, 5 touchdowns.
And look good doing it too, man.
38 receptions, 284 yards, and a touchdown.
The receiving work was nice to see as well because he's the guy that can catch it, but just knowing that he
finished
can,
running back 26 last year, and that's not even
as a
starting.
waiver pickup.
Yeah. So I mean,
on the
Tyrone
Giants.
Tracy is pretty much the running back 1, and I feel like Scatterboo might get that goal line work.
Yeah, he's definitely the bigger goal line dude. He reminds me of who was the white dude in Cleveland?
Peyton Hillis.
Yeah, no, that was it. It's exactly what it reminded me of watching was Peyton Hillis. I was like,
He
why
got
is
the
everyone
44
so
just
high
like
on
him
this
too.
guy?
Got the 44 just like him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he'll give you 1 year, and then you'll never hear about him again. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, Scatterboo.
Yep, he gonna scat all right. But Tyrone Tracy, I'm glad you brought his name up and kind of like verified what I was thinking. Was just he's a good dude, man. He's a good guy to have on your team.
He's a solid guy to have.
Very solid.
10.7 fantasy points per game. I mean,
for a waiver pickup who just became a solid RB2 or flex play.
Yeah, I mean,
and now you go into what should be an improved offense.
Definitely improved.
So the upsides there, even with the ambiguity in that running back room, I think it's worth taking a shot on Tyrone.
Oh no, yeah.
Or
I was
even,
gonna grab Tyrone, man. What Tyrone going? I think Tyrone going in like 8th or 9th round.
I was about to say he's about the 8th round.
That's a steal.
Because he's going. I think he's this
Just
year's.
the fact that he had 839 yards in his limited time.
I think he's this year's Chuba Hubbard.
Wow.
I think that's what he is. He's just getting slept on, but he's going to be the guy who's getting all the work and all the check down work. So Tyrone Tracy, I like a lot. But the quarterback situation was the only thing that's kind of like keeping me from giving him like 6 wins.
Yeah, because I feel like Russell Wilson ain't going to finish this season. But
I don't think so. Unless the defense keeps them
I think Jackson Dart is actually a Brian Dable kind of guy.
You think so?
Yeah.
See, and I haven't done enough Jackson Dart research to say anything.
Seeing Jackson Dart and watching Jackson Dart at Ole Miss, he's a Brian Dable kind of guy. He got enough athleticism to run that Brian Dable system, and he's a better passer than Daniel Jones was.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I know like Daniel Jones is highly touted for his big arm.
See, I feel like that was so overrated when he was coming out of Duke. Duke, he came out of nowhere that year in the draft.
Well, it's pretty
like
much,
all of a sudden, it was like,
isn't that every Duke quarterback?
He got backed up by Manning, and then all of a sudden he was a first round guy.
Yeah,
and it's like, what in the world?
That's the name to get backed by. So
yeah, and it's like, no, I feel like Jackson Dart is a better thrower of the ball. Like he got more of a natural talent to his arm than Daniel Jones ever did. And he's a better athlete in my head.
I'll have to go back and look at some more tape for him.
Jackson Dart does have some running ability as well.
Yeah, but I like that they have depth there. Like, I mean, they still got Jameis just in case.
Yeah, just to get him up to speed. I think Jameis there for the locker room.
Yeah, moral support, man.
Yeah,
that's a New York dude. If anyone's a New York dude, you just let him run press conferences.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jameis,
man,
take the media.
Walk around, do press conferences all day, man.
Yep, that's worth $1 million right there.
Man, build your career up, man. Jameis, I be seeing you out here doing more than just be broadcasting and stuff now, man.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out Jameis, man. Get your career going outside of football, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, man.
I think we're seeing a lot of that too. Like these younger kids coming in, start investing in companies and properties. You see them like
bread,
jumping in brand deals with Adidas and other people.
Yeah, get y'all bread,
Yeah,
man.
be smart, man. Don't last forever. Let's jump into the last team.
You already know who the last team is.
Yeah, my old Commanders, baby.
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah. The shocker last year.
Yeah, coming from our stomping grounds.
The shocker last year.
You know me, I was like 10 minutes away from FedEx Field growing up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right down there in Annapolis, man. I was so disappointed in myself. You brought up Nick Nash from San Diego State. Spartan up, by the way. And I didn't even say hi to Coach Ken Niumatalolo, man. He was a head coach for the Naval Academy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's where he at now?
He's the head coach over at San Diego State. And I was like, I completely forgot to bring him up. You set it up for me and everything. So, Coach Ken, how's it going? It's jumping to the Commanders, though, man, down in D.C. This is a team that people are like a lot.
Everybody should like a lot because of what they did offensively. 12-5 last year, 28.8 points per game last year, 373.3 yards per game.
It was fun to watch.
Rushing yards per game, 149 200.1, that was 4th. Passing yards per game, 224.2, which was 12th. But defense,
Womp womp. Yeah, finishing 12-5. They were strong in the back half of the season too.
They gave up more rushing yards on defense than Dallas.
Yeah.
143.4 is what they gave up.
And it only helps you on fantasy because it just means the offense had to put up more points.
Exactly.
It was like the perfect recipe last year.
Jaden Daniels got paid last year.
Yes, he did, man. Oh. Jaden Daniels, I'm out on taking quarterbacks early normally. But I think if I was to take a shot on a quarterback this year in the upper rounds, it's probably Jaden Daniels because he's probably going to be the cheapest one, and I think he has the best floor to be an RB1. Not RB1. Oh, my goodness. Quarterback 1. I think he can be a QB1 this year.
I ain't even
the
gonna lie to
quarterback
you.
1.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's something about rookie quarterbacks in that sophomore year that I just...
It's hit or miss. They either break through the ceiling or they get exposed. And I don't think Jaden's one of these
Or you
dudes
kind of
that's
wind
getting
up in
exposed.
between like CJ last year. You weren't good. You weren't bad. You was just in.
Well, I thought CJ outperformed his rookie year. But I was one of the few who was, on that soapbox.
Yeah, CJ did not have a great league year last year.
No, I was talking about his rookie year. I thought he outperformed his rookie year.
Yeah.
Like his second year was more what I expected his rookie year.
It's kind of like...
But no, Jaden Daniels, I don't think he's one of these guys who's going to go exposed. I think he knows what he's doing. He protects the ball, which is what I love. I don't care what else you do. If you can protect the ball, you're good to go in my eyes.
I don't know.
Do you think it was luck?
I just hate the sophomore year.
Yeah, which I understand.
Defenses catch up.
Yep. The one caveat I have.
Kyler Murray looked good one year with Cliff Kingsbury.
I'm glad you brought it up. Because his rookie year with
defenses caught up.
Yeah. Because his rookie year with Cliff Kingsbury, Kyler Murray finished as the quarterback 7. Second year with Cliff Kingsbury, Kyler Murray finished as the quarterback 2. Is Jaden Daniels a better quarterback than Kyler Murray? You can say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think he has better weapons around him now. As long as they do the right thing and pay Terry McLaurin.
That's questionable.
What's questionable? He's a better quarterback?
That they got better weapons around him now.
I think Terry McLaurin's a better weapon out the gate. I mean, not right now. I'm talking about back when Cliff was running the show over there.
In Arizona?
Yeah. Kyler didn't really have anyone to throw the ball to.
I feel like that's a lie.
Who was he throwing it to?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. I gotta Google that. Yeah. Go ahead. Carry on. I'm gonna see.
Okay. But no, that's why if I was to take a shot on anyone, it would be Jaden Daniels because of the rushing upside, because he protects the ball. Like you should see a jump in him, stats and everything. And the only thing they did was just improve on offense. They brought in guys. Let me get my stats up real quick. Yeah. All right. So yeah, they brought in guys. They brought in Deebo Samuel. They brought in Laramie Tunsil just to help the protection. Deebo, who I'm...
Oh no, you lied. You lied.
I lied about what?
You lied.
What did I lie?
You just lied. Kyler had DeAndre Hopkins. J.J. Watt was on that team.
I
Buda
forgot
Baker,
about D-Hop.
Christian Kirk.
How did we forget about D-Hop?
You lied.
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, you just lied.
D-Hop was the one. Yeah, we forgot about D-Hop.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
lied.
But yeah, Terry. I mean, but Terry McLaurin's up there though.
But he's not with D-Hop.
No. But Kyler Murray wasn't getting your QB2 stats because of his passing. He was getting it because of his rushing upside, which is why Jaden Daniels has been so successful with Cliff Kingsbury, and it's not because he's out there running around like a maniac. It's because he picks up 10 yards, gets out of bounds, and then gets on to the next play. He just does it 10 times a game. So you get 80 yards out of him, 250, 300 yards passing. I just like what Jaden Daniels represents, man.
I like Jalen Daniels too. I'm just saying I don't like the sophomore year.
I know you don't.
I just don't. Everybody struggled their sophomore year from Lamar Jackson. Do you think Lamar Jackson a better quarterback than Jaden Daniels? Because Lamar struggled his sophomore year.
Coming out of college, no.
Yeah, he struggled his sophomore year. I know he did.
That's why.
His second year in the NFL, he struggled.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, his second year in the NFL, he struggled.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Pat. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
No, you're not wrong. Like the second year worries are there. Like the film is there for people to watch.
Yeah, I just don't like the second year. Second year defenses catch up, and then that's when you make the adjustment to the adjustment.
Yeah.
And then you see what these quarterbacks become. But I don't think his first year is anything to scoff at.
No. But that's why I'm okay. That's why I said if there's a guy I'm taking a shot on.
But I got a feeling that Lamar Jackson rookie year, he was quarterback 1.
I think it was his first or second year.
Yeah.
It might have been that second year because I think that's what elevated the whole rushing quarterback thing was you can throw for 2,200 yards. As long as you're rushing for 900, you're good.
So, and I just feel like that second year, even if it's just injury, it's just something that it's just the sophomore year. It's just something.
Yeah.
Something about it. I just don't like the sophomore year.
I'm okay.
I'm
okay.
I feel like this is the year most likely Jake Daniels finish outside the top 5.
You think so?
Yeah.
If Terry's not there, 100%. Actually, you know what? I wonder if the chances that it's higher go up if Terry's not there. Because if he doesn't pass it to Terry, he's going to have to rush more. I'd have to look into that and do some research. But no, I like this team a lot. What Cliff Kingsbury is doing with the offense, it's more up-tempo. And then you look at the backfield with Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler, and you think, oh, it's Brian Robinson Jr. That's why you were so high on him. I think you had him in your top 10, if I remember right. I believe you had him ranked at 10. But with Eckler, when Eckler is healthy, you have to pay attention to him because he was getting involved in the stats were good. The analytics were good for Eckler last year. I think he still had like 4.3 yards per carry. He was getting the reception work. So it's not. That's why I was still lower on Brian Robinson, who I like a lot as well this year because he's still going in, I think, 6th round of drafts. He's in the running back dead zone this year. But you can't ignore Austin Eckler. And then you still got Chris Rodriguez back there too, who's the backup. But, I mean, if anything happens to Brian or Austin Eckler, whose injury history is starting to stack up, Chris Rodriguez is a name to keep an eye out for as well. The only other thing would be Deebo Samuel and how involved he is in that offense now.
This is a crazy fact I just found out, but
What'd you just peep out?
Kyler Murray's stats when Cliff Kingsbury was there were better than Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Last year.
Which is why I am so high on Jaden Daniels this year.
But if we take what Kyler Murray did last year and compare it against what he did in 2020 and those years Cliff Kingsbury was here.
Yeah.
This is the second most passing yards he threw for was last year.
Yeah.
So
I think that has to do with some of the injury history starting to stack up as well.
I don't know.
He was
I
running
don't like
smarter
the second
last year.
Just the second year got me like,
Yeah. Hey.
Everybody.
If you want to stay away from him, it's okay. I'll take
I
him
do,
in
but
the third round.
I am. To be honest, I think this is like I said, I think this is the year
he's
more
outside.
likely he's outside the top 5.
And like I said,
regardless of the rushing upside, I mean, it's just
if Terry doesn't sign, like I can see it.
Even with Terry, I feel like
Terry is there. I think Terry's.
Yeah, he could finish outside the top 10. Not top 10, top 5.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got guys that's prime to move up.
Yeah, I like it though. I like it a lot. I think that was my QB3 this year.
Yeah,
but
I think that was my QB.
I just like because he's the last of that top tier group. That's usually who I'm going for, and I think he has the most upside. That's the only reason. Cheapest cost, most upside for that top tier. If I don't get that top tier, I'm going to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't wrong in that, but I'm just saying.
I think, you know what? Actually, I might do this year. I've been thinking about it. I think I might take Josh Allen in the first just to mess with my wife.
I think that's the dumbest thing you ever said in your life.
I agree with you. It's not a smart fantasy move. It's not a smart home move, but it would be fun. He said, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do it. She don't watch. It's okay. But yeah, going into the wide receiver room, we got Terry, we got Deebo. Any thoughts on the Deebo experiment here?
With everything that's going on with Terry, I mean, it benefits Deebo, doesn't it?
It does, but they're gonna.
It don't change the fact I don't think Deebo is a great.
Yeah, I think it was a bigger.
I don't know what nobody. Well, what they got Deebo slotted?
Let me double check the stat line here. I'm pretty sure he's still on the slot. They got him at wide receiver 2 right now. They got Noah Brown in the slot. We still got Luke McCaffrey on the team too. So, Christian's little brother. Who started making some noise at the back end of the year as well.
Who, Christian? Who, Luke?
Luke, yeah. So Luke was not enough to be a starter, but he was enough to put on rosters. So it's a name to keep an eye out for, just given the name and the opportunity in Washington. But yeah, Noah Brown, Debo. So it's not like a super stacked wide receiver room. They got Michael Gallup there as a depth piece.
I'm just not a huge fan of Debo. Just
at this point in his career, I'm not. I mean, we've always known Debo as an injury risk. He's just been healthier the last couple years. But
man, a 69 ADP is like crazy.
Yeah, 69 is
crazy.
Way down there. That's what I'm saying. He might just be worth a shot given the ADP.
No, it's 69 ADP,
which would be what, round 6? Like right on the 6, huh? Yeah, I'm out. I'm out in the 6th. I was thinking
that's wild.
Why was I thinking lower?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
no.
I'm not taking Debo in the 6th.
I'll take much value with
Terry in the 3rd, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like the tight ends are.
Give me Zach Ertz in the 6th.
Zach Ertz. I was just about to say, Cliff Kingsbury Zach Ertz and Cliff Kingsbury offenses. Zach Ertz eats.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yes, that's the.
That's the one.
Like we were making fun of it last year, but it happened, and it's gonna happen again.
And
it happens every year.
Him. I thank God I had him.
Yeah, you did. Because were you a Hawkinson dude?
No, I was Mark Andrews.
Yeah, that was the other league. Okay.
Yeah, I was Mark Andrews last year, and I had got rid of him so fast.
Yeah, and we'll talk about Mark Andrews on the next episode. But anything else to talk about? I think that about wraps it up here, man.
Yep.
Hey
man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Yeah, like the video. Y'all stuck around, watched it, subscribe, hit the bell. Bing. Yes, sir. Rankings for that division. NFC East rankings.
Let's see. What I had Washington at? Did we do a win total on Washington?
We did not do a win total. We probably should, though. I believe I have them at 12. I have them tied with the Eagles, which might be a little high, but I'm a little high.
I got them 10-7.
10-7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they were 12-5 last year.
In my rankings, I got it Philly, Washington, Dallas, Giants.
See, I think 12-5 was high last year. I think they finished the same this year, but it's more decisive wins in more dominant fashion.
Yeah, I feel like they got. I don't know.
I just feel like Philly regresses this year, and they're not going to win 14 games again.
I got them splitting with Philly this year though.
Yeah, that's why I said I have them both at 12 wins. I have them tied.
But I got some tough losses. I got losses against Denver, losses against Detroit.
What's hard to look at is
Kansas City.
All like Philly, Washington, and Dallas should all be playoff teams. One of them's not going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I got them losing to some tough defenses, man.
Yeah.
They got to play some tough defenses. Yeah.
But they got depth. I mean, they're not like the wide receiver depth is what scares me.
But the defenses are also paired with offenses because you got to think when I talk Denver, we talking a good defense plus a good offense.
Yeah.
When I talk Detroit, we talking good defense plus a good offense. Kansas City.
Detroit with a healthy defense this year.
Kansas City, good defense plus a good offense.
Yeah.
The Chargers, good defense. It's just it's a quarterback tandem that go with those. Yep. I mean, you got Bo Nix, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert. I got them losing against Green Bay, Jordan Love.
See, I think Green Bay's a little overhyped this year.
I feel like you're a little under on Green Bay.
And they'll probably, I don't know if they make the playoffs.
That's outrageous.
Green Bay
gonna make the playoffs.
They should.
Green Bay gonna make the playoffs.
But yeah, I got Philly and Washington splitting.
That's the
not
division.
Splitting, but
that's the division that's going to happen.
Tied at 12. And then I got Dallas.
I think the North is probably a better division than the East from top to bottom.
From top to bottom, yeah. Definitely, it's more competitive all around.
And then you got to think of what's going on. We'll get into the North when we get into the North.
Yep, we'll get into the North. Speaking of, that's going to wrap it up. Make sure to come back on Tuesday. This is our first Tuesday episode.
Hey, shout out to the guys.
North,
we
man.
in,
AFC North coming on Tuesday. We're wrapping it up here. So we're batch filming here, so we'll be wearing the same thing. We're not stinky. We do laundry. I promise.
Man, we just shooting 2 episodes one day.
We'll be all good.
Just so y'all know, these are previously recorded. So
yeah, it's not live.
It's not live, so
but they come out relatively quick. So, man,
exactly.
It's filmed, edited, and posted as soon as we're done. So
I gotta do his thing.
Yeah, man. Comment below, man. Show me some love. Let me know what y'all think of the thumbnails. I think they're okay. Let me know.
I think they're pretty good.
I think they're fun. I like doing them. But we'll see you next episode. All right, love y'all. Peace. Bye.